So Sweetwater is a science-based, non-advocacy environmental organization. Our mission aligns with the Clean Water Act, so we want to improve water quality. We want to make sure that our water bodies remain swimmable and fishable and healthy for us to enjoy and also for future generations to enjoy as well. Stormwater is rain and snowmelt that flows into our storm drains. And this water becomes very easily polluted because it picks up any type of pollutants and sediment that is on impervious surfaces like driveways and roads, sidewalks, buildings, and that polluted water then flows directly into the storm drains, which flow untreated into our water bodies. Stormwater affects water quality, so it affects both human health and environmental health. From an environmental perspective, stormwater pollution can really disrupt marine life and aquatic ecosystems. From a human health perspective, it's very common to see beach closures or lake closures because of bacteria that's present in the water that can get there via stormwater runoff. And for those of us who like to use water recreationally, just hanging out on the beach or swimming, fishing, boating, those are all activities that are affected by water quality, so we need to be mindful of stormwater pollution. There are a lot of things that individuals can do to prevent stormwater pollution. You can make sure to pick up and dispose of pet waste right away. You can compost your yard waste rather than raking it into the street. Make sure your vehicle is maintained to prevent any leaks. You can implement green infrastructure in your landscaping to help absorb stormwater better. And you can also take advantage of educational programs like Adopt Your Drain or whatever your municipality may be offering to learn more.
Today we're in Port Washington in front of a stormwater outflow that flows directly into Lake Michigan. The Adopt a Drain is a program that encourages the community members to get involved with stormwater pollution prevention. It encourages them to keep their storm drains clean to not only prevent debris from going into our waterways, but also help the community because it prevents local flooding. In our Adopt a Drain program, we ask community members to pledge to keep their storm drains clean. We want them to come out every once in a while and check on them, focusing on before and after rain events. And this would be a prime example of what we see in the different neighborhoods. We see a large amount of debris, natural debris, and litter. And so we ask our participants to come out and clean out the drains because these storm drains lead to our waterways completely untreated. So we want to make sure that none of this is getting into those waterways because the litter will damage the ecosystem as well as excess leaves. Too many of those can lead to excess phosphorus leaching into our waterways, creating toxic algae blooms, and also the dirt and all sorts of stuff decreases the water quality in our areas. So if you enjoy recreational use of the water, you want to keep all of this stuff out of our storm drains. So best to come prepared with a garbage bag or a bucket and gloves and scoop all that debris out to keep it from entering our waterways. Now that it's clear, we're not going to have flooding issues in our neighborhood because the drain can properly go right to our water sources. We're asking participants to go to our website, adoptourdrain.com, and look if there's a drain in need in your area. Then you are pledging to go and clean out the drain multiple times a month and then report what you're finding so we can have a big picture of what we're preventing from entering our waterways each year.
In Ozaukee County, the Ozaukee County Watershed Coalition is working with our members, of which there's a wide variety, such as Sweetwater, but other groups focus on different areas. We have environmental nonprofits, business groups, community members, and the Watershed Coalition is working to bring these people together to foster collaboration and find areas we can work on bigger projects together, work on alignment between these different groups. Today we're at Heart of the Harbor in downtown Port Washington, which was the site of our first storm drain mural that got installed in 2023. So with our storm drain mural project, we really wanted to highlight several things. One was the connection between the storm drains and the water, and just how, particularly being in Port Washington and really all of Ozaukee County, our proximity to Lake Michigan A lot of what's going through the storm drains ends up in the lake. We also wanted to make a connection with the local environment as well. We wanted other wildlife included in the mural, some connection to Port Washington, so that it tied all of those things together because of really how much we rely upon the lake and how important it is for the area. Feedback overall has been very positive and people have really liked it so far. So as we look to continue this, people have been excited that another round is coming, that we're going to do it again, and just hope to continue to build on that excitement and that awareness building.